Hi, my name is Risa. Welcome to my second Facebook Live. I'm happy to have you back here with me today. Uh, and today I'm going to be talking about the meaning of Jewish symbols, 5 of them. I'm going to talk about the meaning of the Star of David, the Chai, a Hanukkah, also called a Menorah, the Ten Commandments, and the Torah. And many of you have seen these symbols. They're very popular symbols in Judaism, but I'm going to go into the history of some of them and show off some Judaica that I sell that has these symbols on them. Specifically, I'm going to show you about the symbols of created by Catherine of Classic Legacy, where she makes beautiful bracelets and beautiful wine stoppers. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Risa, and I'm the owner of Jewish Gift Place. It's going to be in business in 2017 for 10 years, and I sell only handmade Judaica. I represent over 50 artists. I go to shows 2 or 3 times a year, and I'm contacted by artists all over the world to sell their pieces. And if I think they're beautiful, I will include them on the website to share with you. So first, I'm going to show off uh, some of the wine stoppers in the collection. These are what I'm going to be talking about, and I'll go through the symbols one by one. And I'm also going to show the bracelets that I sell by Classic Legacy that have these iconic symbols of Judaism. I want to show you the bracelets. Those were the pictures of them, but this is the bangle bracelet made by Classic Legacy. You could see the symbols on it. This is the Ten Commandments, Chai, the Hanukkah, and the Star of David. This bangle bracelet sells for $18, and there's going to be a coupon code at the end of this video to get $5 off any Classic Legacy item. This is a toggle bracelet made by Classic Legacy, which I love. I love the toggle, and it has all the Jewish symbols hanging from it. This sells for $38, and this is also a popular gift. So I'm going to get started and talk about, the first one that I'm going to talk about is, this is a wine stopper. It sells for $25, and each of them is a substantial wine stopper with rubber on the side and with black onyx on the top, and this is a Torah scroll. The Torah is the holiest book in Judaism. It contains the 5 books of Moses. A Sefer Torah is a handwritten copy of the Torah. It is written on parchment using a quill by a trained sofer or scribe. There are strict rules for writing a Sefer Torah. It is written entirely in Hebrew with 304,805 letters. Producing a Sefer Torah fulfills one of the 613 commandments in the Torah. Here's a picture of the Torah scroll closed, which is what the symbol looks like on the bracelet and on the wine stopper. And this is a picture of a Sefer Torah open. And the special thing about this picture of a Sefer Torah is that it's the oldest known complete Torah in the world. It dates back 800 years, and it was determined by carbon-14 testing to range from the years 1155 to 1225. So this is an amazing manuscript that was found. Let me just go back. It was found in a university in Italy pretty recently, about 3 or 4 years ago. It was archived there, and because of some mismarkings of the librarian a while ago, it wasn't known the incredible significance of this Sefer Torah. So that's a beautiful piece of history right there. The next symbol that I'm going to show you is the Star of David. This is the most well-known symbol of Judaism, and let me tell you a little bit about that. The Star of David, also known as the Shield of David and Magen David, is the most widely recognized symbol of Judaism. A stone arch bearing the Star of David in a synagogue in the Galilee dates back to the 3rd century. A Siddur, dated 1512 from Prague, has the phrase, "He will merit to bestow a bountiful gift on anyone who grasps the Star of David." It was chosen as the emblem of the Zionist movement in 1897. In 1948, the Star of David became the symbol of the Israeli flag. The next wine stopper that I want to show you that has a Jewish symbol on it is this one, and it has the letter Chai on it, the word Chai on it. Chai, which means life, is a word that reflects the importance of life in Judaism. A popular toast is L'chaim, to life, also made famous in Fiddler on a Roof, to life, L'chaim. It is also a symbol of luck and represents the number 18. There are two letters that make up the word Chai, Chet and Yud. Chet is the 8th letter of the Hebrew alphabet, and Yud is the 10th letter. They total 18, which is why a gift in multiples of 18 is considered good luck. The next wine stopper that I want to show you, here's the wine stopper. Those are the 10 Commandments. And I'll tell you more about that, which you probably know, but learn a little more. The 10 Commandments were inscribed by God on 2 stone tablets that were given to Moses on Mount Sinai. They appear in the Bible in Exodus and Deuteronomy. It starts with, I am the Lord thy God, and includes instructions to not take God's name in vain, to remember the Sabbath, honor thy parents, and prohibitions against murder, adultery, theft, and bearing false witness. The next wine stopper is the Menorah wine stopper, which is actually a Hanukkah, which I'll tell you more about. This 9-branch symbol is called a Hanukkah, although it is more commonly known as a menorah. A menorah is actually a 7-branched candelabra which dates back to the first temple in Jerusalem. It was a central feature of the temple and burned pure olive oil. Following the victory of the Syrians by the Maccabees, there was only enough oil to last 1 night, but it lasted 8 nights. We celebrate this miracle with a 9-branched Hanukkah. And I'd like to show you some pictures of some ancient Hanukkahs. This is a photo of a mosaic in the floor of a synagogue from the 6th century. This is a mosaic tile floor from a synagogue found in Jericho, and it was in use from the 6th century to the 8th century AD. This is carvings from the Arch of Titus, which is found in Rome. It was built in 82 AD, and it shows a stone carving of the menorah and other temple items carried by Jewish slaves in a parade in downtown Rome following the destruction of Jerusalem in AD 70. The menorah carved in the arch is a model for the menorah used as the emblem for the State of Israel. I wrote an article a few years ago that includes photos of 50 ancient menorahs. It's a beautiful compilation of gorgeous menorahs, and it really shows how far back the symbol of the menorah goes and how it's tied to Judaism. So if you want to take a look, go to jewishgiftplace.com/ancientmenorahs.html to see more photos. I wanted to show you one more wine stopper, and this is the most popular wine stopper that I sell. This is a Jewish Charms wine stopper, where it has blue beads, and it has the Hanukkah, or menorah, Star of David, and there's a Chai in here, the most well-known symbols of Judaism. So, I'd like to thank you for joining me here today on my Facebook Live. If you're interested in wine stoppers or bracelets by Classic Legacy, you could use coupon code CBF5 to take $5 off any of the items, and that is good through next Wednesday, November 9th. I'd also like to encourage you to join my newsletter where you'll get a heads up on sales. We have a contest going, which you could scroll down a bit on Facebook and you could see the contest of the week. And check out my blog and subscribe to the newsletter at jewishgiftplace.com/subscribe.html. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed learning about these Jewish symbols, and check out the website for handmade pieces with all of these Jewish symbols on them. Bye. See you next time.